A car in Valencia Orange, front on, headlights on a track, moving quickly. The headline, in capitals, uncompromisingly intense. There's no room for negotiation here. BMW, Series M Coupé. By 2010, M Division had a problem. Its cars had grown heavier, more insulated, more accomplished, and a certain kind of driver had noticed. This brochure was the response, not from the marketing department, from the engineers. The calm before the storm. The car stands in a very tidy pit garage. The driver is putting his gloves on, helmet resting on a stack of tyres. The car is behind him, rear 3/4, the same orange, lit harshly to accentuate the lines and curves. The right page is headed simply, Editorial. One with the road. Certain cars cast an immediate spell. The new BMW Series M Coupé is, without doubt, one of them. At first sight, its athletic appearance promises high power and great agility. But soon, its sharpness of focus becomes even more clear. On the track, this vehicle reveals the whole truth. On the road, it makes every mile authentic and pure. Be part of the connection. You, the car, and the street. The vocabulary is already set. Not comfort, not status, a connection, a pact. The car is framed not as something you acquire, but as something you enter. Below the copy, the equipment spec of the model shown. Engine, BMW twin-power turbo 6-cylinder inline. Exterior colour, Valencia Orange metallic. Interior trim, Alcantara anthracite with orange contrast seam. Burning ambition. The car, on a track, making a smoky getaway as the lights turn green. 4 detail photographs down the left side, seemingly different perspectives of the start. The copy on the left. The air vibrates, your adrenaline soars. One touch of the accelerator, and the new BMW Series M Coupé with its 340 horsepower, 250 kilowatts, speeds over the racetrack. Thanks to the M differential lock, the pure, unbridled power of the BMW twin-power turbo 6-cylinder inline engine hits the asphalt with optimum and relentless force. In just 4.9 seconds, the speedometer passes 100 kilometers per hour. Endorphins banish any initial nerves. Just a few hundred meters later and it's clear. The new BMW Series M Coupé, and you are much more than vehicle and driver. Together, you form a strong team with a clear goal. Unadulterated driving pleasure. The focus is physiological, not aspiration, not ownership. What the body does when the car moves. Joy. At the limit. A full bleed panorama. A low shot of the car moving at speed on the track. No further explanation required. The rear of the car clipping the apex of a sharp right-handed corner. Tail lights, the twin dual tailpipes in chrome, the M badge. Detail shots to the right, showing the car sliding, the driver perspiring. Then the headline. Learn the truth about the road. The copy. To truly captivate, a car needs more than just a powerful engine. What's needed is genuine, all-round high performance. An experience characterized by the new BMW Series M Coupé. The basis for its exceptional drive, for instance, is a carefully developed high-performance chassis. Rear-wheel drive allows steering to remain free from torque forces and guarantees optimum control, even in the most demanding of situations. It also, in conjunction with servotronic technology, ensures direct feedback from the road on even the tightest turns and the longest straights. The combined result of all this is authentic and unadulterated driving pleasure. With M Dynamic mode, however, you can push the limits of physics even further. Designed specifically for particularly sporty driving, This mode means that assistance systems such as DSC do not come into play until a later point, leaving you free to enjoy a more intense driving experience. Direct feedback is presented here as a moral position, something that had been taken from the driver and was now being returned. The acceleration is breathtaking. So is the braking. A higher view of the car, front three-quarter, exiting a corner. The left side carries the subheading, Power needs control. Control needs precision. 3 detailed photographs above that, then the copy. You're on the racetrack and approaching a corner at over 240 kilometers per hour. Braking hard and fast, you take the bend and, when you hit the apex, your foot's back on the accelerator for the next challenge. On the next straight, you relish the adrenaline rush in your body. Even in the most dynamic extremes, the high-performance compound brakes behind the 19-inch light alloy wheels give you total control of the new BMW 1 Series M Coupé. All you have to do is concentrate on setting the track on fire, knowing that you can stop any time, just as quickly. The brochure considers this reassuring. Motorsport in its genes and in your hands. We move inside with a driver's eye view, left hand gripping the wheel, right hand on the gear lever. On the right, first the heading M for all the senses, and then the text. The interior of the new BMW 1 Series M Coupé is as uncompromising and authentic as its driving performance. Sport seats offer optimum lateral support, and an M lever steering wheel, M gear stick, and intuitively placed controls create ergonomic perfection, the foundation for pure driving pleasure. In addition, the Boston leather interior with its orange contrast seams and interior trim in Alcantara further enhance the sporty ambience. There can be no doubt about it. This is what BMW M feels like. Get in to get away. We appear to have left the circuit now. A wide-angle shot across the interior from the passenger's side. The escape is from the everyday. The everyday in this brochure is never specified. Over the page, we have reached the city and had to stop at a red light. Despite that, we are promised a thrill every day. The new BMW 1 Series M Coupé has its genes in the world of motorsport. Just start the engine and the exhilarating sound of the exhaust system with its twin dual tailpipes is testimony to this heritage. And yet the real strengths of this car are to be found in the familiar, on the roads you know, particularly corners. Each drive in the new BMW 1 Series M Coupé is a singularly dynamic experience, an escape from the everyday. Every moment you spend in this car, you live and breathe motorsport. The spread is titled Star Turn. Various photographs of the car during development testing sporting a black and white geometric wrap camouflage. The text is a Q&A interview. The interview subject is introduced in bold. Jürgen Schwenker, the engineer responsible for the chassis development of the new BMW 1 Series M Coupé, is a purist. He takes his coffee black, no sugar, and he likes adrenaline, as we discover in our interview at our test site near Munich. The coffee detail is not accidental. It is the brochure's most precise character note, and it does more work than any talk figure. The interview proceeds. On what makes a car worthy of carrying the letter M, the dynamic driving qualities of steering precision, road feel, and throttle response immediately inspire the driver. On the wider track, 60mm at the front, 40 at the rear, the driver can almost steer with the accelerator pedal. On the Nürburgring Northern Loop, slowing down at Hatzenbach, I can feel the force and the delicate balance of the compound brakes. Accelerating out of carousel in low gear, the differential lock smoothly takes the engine performance onto the road. All this combines to give a supremely coherent experience. This does not appear to be a man who uses the word supremely carelessly. The anatomy of a racing machine. Left, a cutaway diagram of the rear suspension assembly and subframe, arrows indicating movement and forces. Right, the engine bay, bonnet open, the BMW twin-power turbo 6-cylinder inline petrol engine in situ, orange paint visible at the edges of the frame. The copy is precise and should be read as such. Lightweight suspension. Developed to give the new BMW 1 Series M Coupé its distinctive character. The use of many lightweight components, along with extensive suspension tuning, maximizes the potential of longitudinal and lateral dynamics. Variable M differential lock. Improved traction even under sharp acceleration out of tight bends or under different road conditions, and converts the driving force of the engine into propulsion with virtually no loss. The variable M differential lock builds, as needed, up to a 100% locking action, thus providing optimum traction on all road surfaces. It also responds to speed differences between the right and left rear wheels, providing split-second management of torque. The result is great control in every situation, excellent handling, and increased agility. And the engine? BMW M twin-power turbo 6-cylinder inline petrol engine. The extremely smooth, spontaneously high-revving engine delivers 250 kilowatts, 340 horsepower. Maximum torque of 450 Newton meters is available from just 1,500 revolutions per minute through to 4,500 revolutions per minute, and, with the overboost function, it reaches 500 Newton meters. It accelerates the new BMW 1 Series M Coupé from 0 to 100 km per hour in just 4.9 seconds. Thanks to the generously dimensioned water cooling system with additional cooler, engine performance is available at all times, even under the toughest track conditions. And to sharpen throttle responses, simply press the M drive button on the M leather steering wheel. The car also sounds extremely sporty, thanks to the special exhaust system, complete with 2 twin tailpipes. Paint samples and material swatches. 3 exterior colours: Alpine White, non-metallic; Valencia Orange, metallic; Sapphire Black, metallic. 1 interior colour, 1 upholstery, 1 trim. Standard and optional equipment. A table. We proceed through it. Standard. Compound disc brakes front and rear, inner vented, perforated. DSC with additional functions. 19-inch M-Light alloy wheels, Y-spoke style, 359M with mixed tyres. 6-speed manual transmission. Exhaust system with double-flow twin dual tailpipes, chrome-plated. Variable M differential lock. M servotronic. Boston leather black with orange contrast seam. Alcantara anthracite with orange contrast seam. M leather steering wheel with multifunction buttons. Also standard, Radio Business CD. Optional, navigation system professional, Harman Kardon surround sound. Seat heating. Electric seat adjustment with memory function. Park distance control, rear. Comfort access for keyless entry and engine startup. Also optional, the storage package. The storage package includes luggage nets on the back of the front seats, 2 cup holders in the rear centre armrest, a luggage compartment net on the right, 2 lashing eyes, and 2 tension straps on the luggage compartment floor. The luggage compartment capacity is approximately 370 litres. Also available as an option, for additional cost, rain sensor, including automatic headlight activation. The final data page. Unladen weight, EU, 1,495 kilograms. Engine, 6 cylinders, 32 valves. Capacity, 2,979 cubic centimeters. Maximum output, 250 kilowatts, 340 horsepower at 5,900 revolutions per minute. Maximum torque, 450 newton meters at 1,500 to 4,500 revolutions per minute. Top speed, 250 kilometers per hour, electronically limited. Acceleration, 0 to 100 kilometers per hour, 4.9 seconds. Fuel consumption, urban, 13.6 litres per 100 kilometers. Extra urban, 7.2. Combined, 9.4. Carbon dioxide emissions, 224 grams per kilometre. The back cover. A blurred racetrack surface, shot at speed, motion blur consuming most of the frame. The Series M Coupé was built from parts that were not designed to coexist. The E82 platform, the M3's track width, the N54 engine, a 6-speed manual. The brochure understood this, even if it never said so directly. It built its argument around a man who drinks black coffee, not around a lap time, not around a comparison table. The car was not billed as the fastest or the most refined. The brochure instead presented it as uncompromisingly intense. It was, and still is.